Done making prime number finder. I'm going to make a new project. Single view applications, call it images animation testing. And this I'm basically going to show you how to change images like using code. So I don't think we've actually gone over image views yet. But so I'm just running so it'll be quick, so it saves time later. Oops, wrong one. So I go to inside Programming Club videos. It's going to be this folder, images for animation lesson. You want to click on the top one and then hold down shift and then click on the bottom one. And then if you right click, you can hit download, and it should download it as a zip basically. And then you can just double click on it and it'll bring up this archive utility. I've actually already done this, and it'll give you this folder that basically has the images. Let's go back into Xcode, bring up Finder again. So I already did this. So you want to take the folder and just drag it in. So you notice how there's this blue line, it leads to an open circle. That means that you can drag it in basically, and that's going to be like where it's put. See this plus mark under my mouse? So I can just drag it in. I keep copy items if needed. That's basically all you need from that. And then now it's in, and there's all these images that you basically just download. These are actually images from one of my apps. So, self-promotion, I guess. So if you go back to the main storyboard, let's close this out. Sorry of this. You want to search for an image view. You don't have to put it like exactly in the spot. I'm just going to put it here. When you're actually designing your app, you kind of want to fit your image. Well, mine isn't going to because it doesn't necessarily have to. It's going to like squish up the... Probably makes sense if I drag this down. You don't have to. I'm just going to make it look more like a square. Add a button. And this one up as well. Okay. So, I don't know why it's giving me this liner out. But now you want to pull up this so you can control drag these over. I'm just going to call it image view. And then it's going to be a button as well. You want to make sure it's an action. I just keep calling it button press. You don't have to. You can call it whatever you want. Just make sure you like change it in the code. So if we go back to the view controller, I'm just going to make a variable. Call it counter. Integer. Oops. And here I'm just going to set the counter to 1. So for button pressed, instead here, it's basically every time it's pressed, it's going to check if... So there's 10 images, but I'm basically just going to have it where if the counter is at 10, like if the images are... If the counters reach 10, then it's going to cycle back to 1. So it's basically counter equals 1. It's gonna start at the first image, and then it's gonna go down to the next one, and then the next one, and then sort of like so on, until it gets back up to here, and then it's gonna cycle back to this. that, and else, oops, counter is going to equal counter plus 1. And then after that, I'm going to set the image view image, oops, not limage, equals UI image named, and then a string, but it's, so that's basically, it's just gonna change the image to the UI image that's named whatever. So it's gonna be circle, and then plus, and then counter.png. So if, say, oops, force wrap that. So if, why is this? Basically, it's going to, every time it cycles, let's copy this. Circle, and it's basically just going to run that. So this should work. I was just going to add one to it. Yeah. Oops. I actually pressed it twice. You've already made a whole bunch of different apps. This one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, no, one of these is, never mind. See, this is sort of like a simulator. You can put your apps already on it. Oh. Oh, right, because everything's set to in the beginning. But anyway, let me just... Let's do that. So every time you hit the button, it's going to move forward a little bit, and one of these times should jump back to that. And this is kind of squished, but that's basically it for this. We're going to use this in the next video as well. So basically every time you click the button, it's going to switch to the next image. So yeah, we're just going to use this for the next video as well.